Hey, what up, guys? It's Driven here. Today we're going to be jumping into Attack on Titan Season 1, Episode 1. Slight disclosure, I have seen the... Probably, I don't remember. I think I saw the whole first season, if not like most of Season 1. Like way back in the day when it first came out, which was 10 years ago, something like that. So I don't remember most of it. I do remember the basic premise, and I do remember the main character's whole big deal thing, right? But I kind of wanted to jump back in because when I did watch this back in like 2013, 2014, somewhere in there, I was actually watching it week to week with a couple of my friends. We would watch like an episode when we would hang out like a weekly. But realistically, we really didn't pay too much attention to it because we were, busy fucking around doing a bunch of random other shit too, just kind of talking and hanging out. Like from what I kind of remember, I do remember like some of like the key points. I remember like the whole Titans thing. I remember like the walls and how that's kind of like a big deal, how they're all like encircled in. I remember like the main character being a Titan. I don't remember how or why, if they went over that, but I do remember that that was a big thing. Obviously, I remember that it was like super gruesome and really gratuitously violent, which was honestly probably like one of the upsides and what helped make it as popular as it became. So I kind of wanted to go back since I never really followed up on it, even though it became, like I said, super popular and like just like this huge name. So I wanted to go back, start over from scratch, because now I can actually pay a little bit of attention, especially since I'm going to be doing it on my own. So maybe I can actually catch what's going on. I do recall, I think there was like some spoilers about there being like a bunch of different Titans that have like specialties. I remember like there was like that gigantic one, then obviously there's like the main character one, and I think there was like a girl one, but I don't fully remember. But I know that like they mentioned other types of Titans as well. Although to be fair, like that could all have been people making shit up back in the day, trying to speculate on what could have been going on. But I'm kind of excited to see what this whole big plot line, and other than the violence, right, like what it has to offer. So let's just go ahead and jump in. That looks sick. I forgot how crazy the art was. That looked really sick. Ah, there it is. That's like the huge one, right?
人類は思い出した。奴らに支配されていた恐怖を、屈辱を。
I remember that also, right? Like they were like a military branch or something like that. Oh, right, because they have like the little grappling hook things.
Eren, どうして泣いてるの？
ハンネさん。
This dude's faded.
酒臭。
一日中ここにいるわけだから、やがて腹が減り喉も渇く。
そんなんでいざって時戦えんの？
いざって時ってなんだ？
決まってんだろ。奴らが壁を壊して町に入ってきた時だよ。
兵士になれば壁の補強とかで外をうろつく奴らを見かける機会があるんだが、奴らにこの50メートルの壁をどうこうできるとは思えねえんだ。
I kind of see his point though, right? It's like, if you don't have to fight them, then why would you? But also, like, he's kind of right too. Like, they're relying too much on the wall, right? If something does happen, then they would all be fucked. And if I remember correctly, right, like that big Titan does break it, or maybe he just like damages part of it. I think he breaks it. I don't actually remember.
エレン、調査兵団はやめた方がいい。
なんだよ。お前も調査兵団をバカにすんのか?
Right, it's just really fucking dangerous to actually go and fight them.
調査兵団が帰ってきたんだ。正面の門が開くぞ。
But isn't it like extra dangerous to actually open the gates? Because they can just get in then. Yep, they did not win that fight. I was about to ask, like, how many went out in the first place?
息子がモーゼスが見当たらないんですが、息子はどこでしょうか。
In the belly of a titan?
モーゼスの母親だ。持ってこい。
Ugh. Oof. Dude, that sucks.
それだけしか取り返せませんでした。
Damn. It's part of the job, right? Fuck, that sucks.
でも息子役に立ったんですよね。何か直接の手柄はなくても息子の死は人類の反撃の糧になったんですよね。
もちろん。
More than most people, probably. Right? Like, just stepping foot outside of the safety and
調査で
even wanting to do something, even if you just get smashed into the ground instantly, you still did more than most people.
何の成果も得られませんでした。
I mean, you don't have to tell her that.
私が無能なばかりに、ただいたずらに兵を知らせ、奴らの正体を突き止めることができませんでした。これじゃあ俺らの税で奴らに餌をやって太らせてるようなもんだ。
Fanning, what the fuck are you talking about?
何すんだクソガキ。
Oh, you mean the Titans? You're fanning out the. I thought he was talking about the soldiers. Like, what the fuck are you on about, dude? You're literally dying. No, he meant the Titans. You're feeding the Titans people with your taxes for no reason. That's kind of a fucked up way to look at it, but he's not really wrong either, right?
ただいま。あらエレン、今日は珍しく頑張ったじゃない。おう、嘘ついた証拠。
It's like a lying little shit. Yeah, he was fucking sleeping the whole time.
2、3日かかるかな。
エレンが調査兵団に入りたい。
Damn, snitched on him instantly.
エレン、何を考えているの？壁の外に出た人類がどれだけ死んだか分かってるの？
All of them.
分かってるよ。
どうして外に出たいんだ。
知りたいんだ。外の世界がどうなっているのか。
そろそろ行くよ。
ちょっとあなた。
Wait, but like, how did they have enough time to build these walls and move people in then if the Titans were already
誰か
there?
に言われて抑えられるものではないよ。
I don't know. I guess the show might go into it at some point, but that's kind of weird, right?
ずっと秘密にしていた。
Unless they already knew that the Titans were coming. Maybe they were from like a different part of the world, and in preparation they built like the walls and stuff as like a defense.
調査兵団なんてバカなまね。
バカだって。俺には家畜でも平気でいられる人間の方がよっぽど間抜けに見えるね。
エレン、ミカさん、あの子はだいぶ危なっかしいから困った時は二人で助け合うんだよ。
どうした異端者。悔しか
Heretic.
ったら殴り返してみろや。
それじゃお前らと同レベルだ。
なんだと。
Fair enough.
僕が言
Yeah.
ったことを正しいと認めているから言い返せなくて殴ることしかできないんだろ。
うるせえ。
Hell yeah, bro.
ヘリクス野郎。やめろ。蹴るんだ。
I mean, I would have swung back at least, but I mean, I kind of like the whole. Damn, she looks scary. Wait, they're scared of her, right? I do remember that she was like the badass of the group, right? I don't know. I didn't think it would be like she was already a badass this early on. I like that he kind of like destroyed their argument. He basically called them out for not being able to even like think for themselves.
人類はいずれ外の世界に行くべきだって言ったら殴られた。異端だって。
Why would that be considered
外
heresy?
に出たいってだけでなんで白い目で見られるんだ。俺らの勝手だろ。
絶対ダメ。
そういやお前よくも親にバラしたな。
Snitch.
で、どうだった？
そりゃ喜ばれはしない。
Well, I mean, that's kind of like their kid telling them that they want to off
この壁の中
themselves.
は未来永劫安全だと信じきってる人はどうかと思うよ。
I mean, these kids are kind of smart, I'm not gonna lie. Deterioration of the stone would happen eventually. Probably not like that soon, but eventually. And when you have like the titans that were outside like clawing at the wall, I'm sure that doesn't help,
爆発か？
you know, maintain it. I mean, it's only natural to think that eventually something would happen, yeah?
そんな
So like that explosion, was that the titan too? Or was that like somebody shooting at the wall? Or were they shooting at the titan? Because like it's kind of like around its body in parts. Right, like it's on his leg, it's on his like shoulder. Maybe they shot at it from the outside. Bro, like the amount of force that you would need to do that with a shockwave of wind. What the fuck? Yep, I remember that. It got real bloody real quick. I don't know, it's like he still has like all that like smoke and stuff coming off of him. Like they shot at it, but
あの
I don't know.
急げミカさん。
And do what? Lift the building?
来たんだろう。ヘレン、ミカサを連れて逃げなさい。早く。
Run where?
逃げたいよ俺は。早く出てくれよ。
どうしていつも母さんの言うことを聞かないの。最後から言うことを
Fuck, dude, what an argument to have in this moment. Hey, it's a drunk dude.
子供たちを連れて逃げて。
確かに二人だけなら助けられる。でも今こそ俺は俺の恩返しを通す。
My god, on his dad. What dad? Oh. He said, no, fuck that. Damn, we could have like. Maybe I shouldn't even say that. I mean, it probably would have been better than this, right? Now she's gonna get stomped. It's gonna maybe like just like mercy stab her real quick. Just take her out real fast so she doesn't feel it too much. Now she's gonna get crushed. Oh, never mind. It's like digging her out. Oh, right. They said that all the people that went outside were eaten, right? They got eaten. So they just eat people. No! No, no, no. No, 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 no. Fuck. Okay, didn't show it. Oh, it's just the image of it in my head was brutal. I thought he was gonna like separate her completely. Ugh.
その日、人類は思い出した。
That's like a lot of blood.
奴らに支配されていた恐怖を鳥かごの中に囚われてい
Yeah, look how happy he is.
る屈辱を。
Well, that was brutal. About as much as I remember. I didn't remember the specifics, but I did remember that it was real fucked up in some scenes. I mean, in a way, they kind of held back a little bit too. They weren't like super over the top graphic with it as much as they could have. Like, for example, like the mom getting torn in half. They could have definitely walked down that path if they really wanted to. But yeah, that was actually really good. I forgot how good the art was for something that came out like 10 years ago. I can only imagine what the art was gonna look like for like the later seasons. But regardless, I like the lore, kind of like the world building so far. The wall has been up for at least 100 years. We learned that the dad is a doctor, like an actual doctor, and he's still around, right? Well, we don't know, right? Because a lot of people probably died, but he wasn't in town when this happened. So maybe he's still somewhere to be found. I know they show like in the intermission, right? Like they show like the little map. And there was 3 walls. I didn't catch like the first one, like the outer one, which I'm guessing it's where they are. But I caught the middle one and like the second one. It was like Rosa, and then like Sin something. So maybe they're all just gonna like push further and further in. And every like 100 years, like something happens and like they get forced into like a smaller and smaller area until eventually they have to like break out, like that blonde kid was saying. Another like interesting point, right? Like, so it's heresy to say that you will have to go outside or that people should be able to go outside. Like that's heresy is like a strictly religious thing, isn't it? Like I might be wrong there, but isn't heresy like when you speak against like the church or something? I could be wrong about that too. No, it was cool. I kind of like their character building so far. The blonde kid, he wasn't in there for very long, but we can already kind of tell that he doesn't really act on what he wants. Like he was reaching out and he held his own hand back out of fear or something. He didn't swing back at the bullies, but he's willing to like talk smack, so that's something. And the girl, she's like the badass of the group. Apparently she can fight because the bullies were like, fuck that, I'm not dealing with her. I'll fight the two boys, right? I'll fight this blonde kid and I'll fight the main character. But as soon as they saw, they're like, yeah, no, I'm not dealing with that. So she's the badass of the group, clearly. And I don't really have a read on the main character too much yet. Like he has strong convictions. Like he wants to be that guy that goes outside and like, I'm not sure what they're trying to do. Are they trying to like find a weakness to the Titans? What do they hope to accomplish here? If like entire like platoons of people go out and come back mostly missing, and the ones that do make it back are destroyed, like barely alive. But I mean, if they've been going outside for 100 years, odds are looking kind of slim, not gonna lie. So having said that, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into episode 2 here. I'll see you guys over there. Peace out. Peace.